Rat Rod RC Project Part 8.
I'm back with another RC Rat Rod video of mine. Today will be part 8, I believe, and this will be the finale of my RC Rat Rod Project series. I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching this particular series, if you did follow me through it. And I know it went over the span of more than a couple of years. And in that case, today will be the payoff of some pretty cool, I hope, some pretty cool GoPro footage. And like, I'm going to try to ramp this thing today. So that might turn out pretty cool. I'm just going to go over a few modifications that I did, the last ones, and take it out for a spin. The first add-on since last time is this figure, torso of a figure. This is from X-Men, toy series by Toy Biz in the early 90s. And it turns out, I read his bio, he's a leader of an Australian gang, so it's definitely inspired by Mad Max. It says he's cyborg, so that's probably the human part of him, and this is the mechanical part. It's like a small tank tread. It has some really nice detail on this little piece. I mean, if I had this when I was a kid, I wouldn't have used it as an X-Men toy. I would have used it as some alternate universe, like I'm doing now. And when he's in the tank, he actually looks like the son of that guy from Smash TV. The front headlights, I just painted red and like amber color in the inside. So they have a little bit more color to them, and they're faded a little bit. The LED that's in there is really bright. I also put this lined packaging tape on it that gave it a real futuristic cyberpunk look. I was going to do it all the way through, but when I walked away, the gap in the middle looked really cool. Just like these stickers I got from a model rocket kit. They have that line theme throughout the car. And the last modification I did is actually not a part of the main car. It is a Dolly camera platform. It's an onboard camera structure that fits to the chassis of the RC car. Now, I was inspired to do this by a photo from behind the scenes of Mad Max: The Road Warrior. And to see that the camera dolly was attached right to the interceptor, I figured I would do the same thing, but under the body. Now, I have tried actually putting like coat hangers on the body and feeding it out, but it vibrates and swings too much. This is off the ground when I tie it real tight. This still hits the ground a little bit. So I made this shish kebab skewer with old plastic bottle caps that spins when it needs to. And the second thing is I use this foam board to get it to the height I want, and I have other cut out so you can make it higher or lower. And the last piece though, I cut out the shape of the GoPro so it sits in there, and use the twist tie again. Because it doesn't have the shell on it, so I want to protect it so it won't fly out. And I also put a smoke bomb on there. I want to see if that comes out pretty good on the footage. And the other thing I made is my own RC ramp. Now keep in mind, this is a fiberglass body. This is not off-road. The rear has no suspension, and the front only has those little tiny springs on it. So I'm not trying to break it. So I have this real shallow ramp that I built, and I designed it where it fits in one piece and it folds out like so. You can see how it's 3 pieces, and the very end here I got a hobby knife or X-Acto knife and cut it at a really shallow angle, probably like 30 degrees. That way the car doesn't get caught on it when it's ramping, And these two parts here are twist ties that you tie from above, and it's just enough that a brick, you get 2 bricks in there, so the ramp will not move. And the brick, I feel, is that's a decent height for a car like this. I don't want to destroy it. Let's go out and take it for a spin.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.